Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to the TGI Friday. Thank God it's Friday, the 2nd of December, Bull versus Bear webinar. Steve Miley on the call here for TradeDay.com. Welcome, everyone. We're going to go for a usual regular run through in here today. Calendar, what we've had, what we've got coming up. Articles from the major news wires on the macro fundamental events that are impacting markets right here, right now, and take a look at the charts. See where the trigger points are for today. I'm going to keep it fairly brief today. Obviously, payrolls in focus. Markets have been fairly resilient since the since the big risk on moves that we've seen post the comments from Federal Reserve Chair Powell on Wednesday. So I'll just run through, but there's not a huge amount to say in here. All the focus on payroll, on the employment report. A reminder, we are having a Trader Mind session. It's going to be on Tuesday, next Tuesday the 6th. 10 a.m. Central Time is provisional. I think we might nudge that 1 hour earlier from that. We will put up some in the site activity and elsewhere on the site, plus update here. If it does change, we'll let you know. Probably send out an email as well. Excuse me. Let's take a look at the calendar in here. Employment, you'll see front and center. 200,000 expected on the non-farm payroll number. Unemployment rate expected to stay the same at 3.7%. We also get a Canadian employment report. Not that that's going to impact probably most of the markets you guys are trading, unless anyone out there is trading the Canadian dollar future. So that will obviously be a big move, obviously relative to the US dollar. And that's what we have for today. All the focus is going to be on that. Very little out of Europe this morning. 5 things to start your day in here. Jobs report day, they're focusing in on that. 200,000 expected. Goldman Sachs executive order cuts to year-end bonuses. Doesn't really affect us. Cryptic crypto. Looking in at Sam Bankman-Fried's Bahamian, his penthouse in the Bahamas. I'll leave it at that. Bahamian, but I don't know. The penthouse in Bahamas. Anyway, nothing impacting us in here. Stocks are steady. Slight dip in here this morning. Jobs report 200,000. Nothing really in there. We don't know. Stocks meander and build up to key US jobs report. Nothing in there. Oil set for weekly gains. Been a strong week for oil. Risk on. Seen oil higher. China potentially easing their zero COVID policy as well. Hopefully pushing oil higher as well. And it's the OPEC Plus meeting over the weekend. It meets on supply as EU tries to agree Russian crude cap, but it's staying firm in here at the moment. Futures slip. Well, they're not really slipped. They're kind of sideways in here overnight. This is kind of it's a positive, I guess. Putin open to talks on diplomacy on Ukraine, as said the Kremlin. Biden has opened to that as well. However, we've heard that all before. Why payroll's not mine? I'm actually going to share this one. I've only looked at this very briefly, but basically saying that given the move we've had in yields, given the the move we had after the Fed chair speaking on Wednesday, it probably means that their argument here is that does the employment report really matter? Well, it does matter in the short term for us as day traders, right? European stocks, not much to say in here. European stocks in here, just pretty much unchanged on the day. 2/10 down on the FTSE, the UK index, 3/10 up on the DAX, the German index. Just between 1 and 2/10 down for the French index, the CAC. And if we take a look at US stock futures overnight, we're a couple of tenths, 2 to 3 tenths down in here, having been a couple of tenths, 2 tenths down in here yesterday also. CME Fed tool in here still sitting around, but it's been wavering between 70-80%. I'm surprised this is not actually higher myself. So I think it was a fairly resilient day, a bit of a non-day, a sideways pull. And I think particularly, I was speaking to one of our traders yesterday. We were talking about what kind of day it would be. Given that we had payroll coming up, could have been a consolidation day, could have been a correction day, could have been an extension day. Ended up being really a nothing day in here, and we can see that on the S&P on the 15-minute chart. So we get the initial push higher, then it chops lower, and then kind of chops back higher, and then overnight just grinding back higher in here. It's pretty much unchanged from where we closed out on Wednesday night. So the market poised to go in either direction. I'm going to say nothing more than I think the high low here from yesterday are your breakout parameters. You can go for narrow ones here and here if you want. Okay, these lows here, so around 40.65, around 40.93, or you got the breakout up here at 41.10 and down at like 40.54. But the narrow ones, if you want to be aggressive in here, 40.92, 40.65 kind of area. And it's the same thing for the Nasdaq. High level resilient consolidation, the opposite of a dead cat bounce. High level resilient consolidation. Again in here, solid. If you want narrower levels around here, just below in here, 12,100, and down here either 11,999, just below 12,000 basically, and down here 11,983. You got the tighter level there if you want to go for it above there. I wouldn't use any kind of triangle trend lines in here at the moment. I think just breaking out, and then you got the high and the low from yesterday. Yeah. So those are the levels. I mean, I don't think there's much more to say than that, guys. I mean, it really isn't much more to say, and just going whichever way it goes today. Gold and oil. Let's take a look. It's going to be a short webinar. Really not much to say, but no surprises. It's always the same before payroll. Really strong day for gold yesterday. Took out the high. We kind of flagged this upside yesterday, potential. Took out the high, sitting now just below these highs over here. Real upside risk, I think, still. Again, high level consolidation so far this morning. The peak over here is a potential target, 1836.7. 15-minute chart in here. Relatively high level consolidation. Obviously down through the lows here and this low over here particularly. So the lows here are 1809.5. This low over here from a couple of days ago is 1808. So below 1809.5, 1808 signals triple top. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and does look more negative. Pretty much just above the highs through 1818 opens up that 1836 kind of level for gold. Oil, strong a week, really strong week. Dipping a rebound, dip back lower yesterday though, having taken out these peaks over here in the 82.35 area. Sold off, but then dipped and rebounded in here this morning, rejecting the downside. So in here you can see we get the where are we in here? So we get the strong rally set back in here. And so if I just come across, I'm going to zoom out a little bit actually. To a 15-minute chart. So there's the recovery this week, and then it's the push higher. Then we set back yesterday, and then today dip and a rebound. And we've already taken out kind of resistance in here. Look, we go in here. We've already taken out this resistance in this area here. You got all these peaks here. Already taken that out. Now using that as support. So this kind of 81.50 to 81.60, 81.60.50 area was resistance. Now kind of acting as support. Looking for that to try and hold for the next leg to the upside. Down through this morning's low, looks more negative. That's at 80.38, and then the lows. You got a whole area here, really from 80.14 down to like 79.70. That whole area. If it gives up that, it could be a deeper correction. But for me, oil's still looking bullish. Not much to say, I'm afraid, guys. Obviously, just reacting to the employment numbers as they come out. So I'm going to wrap it up there. It's going to be a quick one. I'm going to wish you all a great trading day. Stay safe out there. Have a great weekend. And I'll be back with you on Monday for another Bull vs. Bear webinar. And we have the Trader Mind session coming up on Tuesday. Watch out for confirmation on timings for that. Have a good one, guys. Helmets and goggles for payroll. Bye.